Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. I want to send up honors unto the elders and apostles of that great millstone. Peace, love, and salutation unto the hopeful elect, the brothers on the highways and the byways, in sincerity and in truth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice for the will of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, and to preach this gospel. All right. I'll go by the brother you call him out here at the Great Millstone, Nebraska camp. And through the spirit, I was meditating about discipline. Based off of a couple of things that I'm dealing with personally. And it's truth. Discipline is extremely important, man. Because when you go into the word, pretty much the word disciple or discipline is to be a disciple, to have your body under your body. And that's why I had this book of James, the first chapter up, because we are not exempt from these different spirits messing with us, man. They mess with Jake, they mess with the 2/3 a lot. That's why they do a lot of the things that they do. They enjoy doing a lot of things that they do because there can be a demonic spirit on them, or it can just be how they are. You know what I'm saying? And before we got into this truth, we used to be the same exact way. We give in to our lusts and our temptations, very easily. And these temptations, hey, what does the scriptures tell you in the book of Sirach, the 2nd chapter, in the very first verse? It says, if thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Right? Because guess what? The left-hand side, these demons, they know what your weakness is. They know the things that you were into before Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai breathed the breath of life into you, being these holy scriptures, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. All right? These different spirits, they understand that they lost I don't want to say a soldier, but for lack of better terms, these demons, they lost a soldier in the world, man, a champion. So they do anything and everything they can to try to get you back. All right? By what? Way of temptation. It might be women, it might be a big old booty girl who has a husband, because in the world you didn't care. You didn't care if a woman had a husband. You didn't care if she had somebody she was dealing with, or you just constantly trying to be rich, because you see, the world around you. You see niggas around you that are so-called doing well off in the world because they don't have any responsibilities, and you get pulled into that you get pulled into the temptation of it, So, hey, Lord willing, this is edifying. I'm on my way to the plantation. So, this is gonna definitely in transit. But, hey, Lord willing, this is edifying, man. That's what it's about, the edification of the scriptures. This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 12. It says, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord had promised to them that love him. So, real quick, I wanted to get this word try, all right, in the etymology. All right, in the word try, in the etymology, says this, all right. This is the etym online. It says, to try, from the 13th century, examine judiciously, discover by evaluation, test, Because what? It says the Most High is, according to the book of Zechariah, he said, as gold is tried in the fire, so he tried the 1/3, man, or the hopeful elect, his holy prophets, men that take hold of this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. It says the acceptable men are tried in the furnace of adversity. Okay. It says the mid-14th century sit in judgment of, also attempt to do. From Anglo-French trier, or 13th century Old French trier, to pick out, to call. Alright? So the Most High, he's always, if he gives you this word, if he calls you into this word, he's definitely gonna make sure you're battle tested, man. Because there's gonna be a time, it's gonna be a time we come into where your temptations are gonna they can either be a downfall, or they can prove your righteousness and integrity in the Lord, man. You could be in a time of Jacob's trouble where there's a famine, and the only way that you're gonna be able to get this get any food, hey, let's say let's say, put it like this. Let's say that you're in a concentration camp, right? And Esau says the only way that we're not gonna cut your head off is if you got to eat this pork. That's a form of being tried as well, man. Because it's easy to go back into that OU and say, you know what? I've been wanting to eat pork for a while anyway. And this is all I gotta do to survive. This is all I gotta do for my family to survive. Okay, cool. It's so easy to go back to the OU, man. That's why the scripture says that you have to be reborn. You have to be a new creature. Mortify your members which are upon the earth. Because it's so easy to be drawn back in, man. It says, what is it? It says that the adversary, as a roaring lion, seeketh who he may devour. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay? Esau's constantly on alert. Satan is constantly on alert. These demonic spirits are constantly on the alert, man. So I'm gonna get back and finish this James chapter 1 and verse 13. Okay, it says, let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. Okay? The Most High never tempts you with evil, man. Why? Because he never gave man license to sin. So he's not going to put you in a situation to where you have to sin, man. The Most High always gives us he always gives us an out route, man. Now the Most High will place a situation on you to see how you're going to react. Which of a certain situation can come good or it can come evil. But the Most High ain't tempting you with no evil, man. That's why he always gives you a out route, man. A option or illusion of an option to his liking, and one that's it's a trial of fire, man. It's so easy to make an excuse and say, oh well, I can't really afford to get the beef bundle. I just get a little pork this time, and I just pray to the Lord. I pray over to the Lord. It's so easy to do that, man. So easy to go back to smoking, to do all these abominable things, man. But hey, as the Spirit's been heavy on, the Lord never knew thee. Which is the scariest thing to hear, man. We gonna slip in this truth, man. It says a wise man slippeth and riseth up 7 times, man. A righteous man slippeth and riseth up 7 times. We're gonna fall in this truth, man. And really, that the temptations that allure you falls back on, for one, how much have you been into the scriptures? How much have you been around Akim? Because if you're not around Akim enough, or if you're not reading the scriptures, then you're opening up a portal for these different spirits to mess with you, man. When the last time you fasted? When last time you showed brotherly love, charity, gave alms, paid your tithes, did something towards the ministry? You pray unto the Yahweh Shem Yahushai to strengthen yourself in this truth. He'll help you with your discipline. He'll put you in a position where you have to be disciplined. You see? Hey, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is a bad dude, man. None of us are truly 100% worthy, man. But the Most High, he shows mercy and grace upon whom he wants to, man. But when he shows that grace and mercy, it says, use it not as a cloak of maliciousness. Use not your freedom as a cloak of maliciousness, man. Being taken in by these temptations and trying to sway it, or just being too proud to admit that that's your situation. With Jake, we have a lot of pride on us, man, as a people, because we are an holy people, so we do have a sense of pride, man. But don't be too goddamn proud to admit when you need help or when you messing up, man. That's part of being tried too, to admit your faults, to admit when you need help, man. Or you can just have so much pride to where you feel like, I got it. I'm a man. I got it. Or the Most High dealing with me, and you going off. You're lacking, man. You're lacking in certain areas. But yeah, that's all I want to touch on. And Lord willing, that was edifying unto the hopeful elect, man. Because discipline. You cannot be a disciple of Yahweh Shem Yahushai without discipline, man. Without being able to contain these things of the flesh. Without being able to stay on that straight path to keep your body under your body, man. Temptations to throw you off the road and have you on the shoulder of the road, man. Call all like Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Want to send double honors once again unto the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutation unto the hopeful elect. Present your bodies as a living sacrifice on the highways and the hedges week in and week out for the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom.